Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Uh, Tonight, I will just walk you through how I take my trades in scalping strategy. So, essentially, we shall do a quick review of what I go through before I take the trades, and then maybe share a few trades and see how we do the scalping. So, as I'd mentioned before, the first thing I do is I check a market that is moving. For scalping, you want a market that is moving up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. So for me, my favorite is Euro USD. And usually what I do is then I use what I had mentioned to you guys, a fractal strategy. The idea of actually using higher time frame to actually trade on the lower time frames. So the first thing I do then is I look at the highest time frame, which normally is the daily time frame that I look. So in this case, I'll change to the daily time frame. And as always, for me, because I work on my charts regularly, you'll find that they're kind of looking busy, with a lot of lines. So as you can see, in the daily time frame, this is the big picture of the daily. Okay. So if you look at the charts, it shows that generally in the last couple of days, last 2 days, Euro USD has been going down. Okay, last 2 days, and that can be seen by the two bearish candles that are here. Okay, so last couple of days, market came from there, came down, then it went up, and now starting to go down. Last 2 days. Okay, so we are here right now. And generally, as you can see, it means that the market is trying to come back and retest that low. And eventually, if it's powerful enough, it will go all the way to that big um, support zone. So because it's going down on the daily, then I go to a smaller time frame. Usually, just to confirm, I check the 1 hour. So if you look at the 1 hour, what do we see? Okay. All right. The 1 hour, as you can see, it's also showing the daily. I mean, like the daily, but this time it's a bit clearer. Okay, and we have the opportunities to trade, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. So it is these ups and downs that, as a scalper, you actually get excited because that's an opportunity for you to go in and trade. So even though we are in the 1 hour time frame, we'll go to a smaller time frame and see how it is, because normally I trade on the 1 minute or 5 minute if there's very high volatility. So let's go down. Even though the 1 hour it's going up, but I can see it's actually starting to turn. So we'll go down. Okay, let's look at 1 minute where we are going to trade using the 5 minute on the right hand side. So if you look at the 5 minute on the right hand side, it's going up, but we also know that it's been going down generally. So where it is right now, we can see there's a point of resistance. I don't know if you can see the point. And this is a point where we start entering our trades. So very quickly, I can show you this point here, this line is like an invisible line right there. Okay, so that's like a support resistance line. The market has come down, broken it, came back, broke it again, tested it, went up, came back, tested it, then broke it down. So as it broke it down, it came back, retested it for the first time, now it's retesting for the second time. All right, but we know that on the 5-minute, it's actually going down. All right, so what we'll do is we will enter the trades here. Maybe initially we shall put some sells, and then eventually let's see whether it still want to go back and retest that, or it will turn. I can see testing it, but the best way of knowing whether it's going to turn or not is by using a tool, the Fibonacci tool, which is somewhere here. Drawing tools, okay, Fibonacci retracement. There we go. All right, we go to the from the highest to the lowest, or from the lowest the highest. So we start from here, and let's see how far, or if this market will be going back to touch that point. Okay, ideally, if it has passed 62 or 61.8, then chances are it might go all the way back. Okay, similarly, if it was coming from up to down, if it has retraced 62%, it means it's going to go all the way down. If it hasn't, then chances are it will return. So, but here, okay, when I look at that chart, it tells me it's just on 61.8. So it's a very tricky point. So it's not a good idea to make a move until you know exactly what it's doing. However, we can also draw some parallel lines. We can draw a line from there and go through that top. And then draw another one, I think, from there. So as you can see, we also have a parallel line from the bottom. So what is happening is this, where we are right now, is a very interesting position because there's a line we've just drawn here, a red line, if you can see. And this red line also shows resistance. So the market reached there, bounced, reached there, the zone, bounced, reached there, bounced. Now it's testing it again. So the question is, will it break? Okay, because it's going to consolidate a little bit there. Then it might go up or go down. That's what we don't know. Okay, but that's where we are going to trade. We know we have a bias of down because this was a higher high, and this is a lower high. Okay, so sorry, lower low. This is a lower low. Okay, and then this is a lower high, and this is a lower low. So it means that actually it's on a trend downwards. So whereas this is a lower high, question is, will it form a lower low here? Or will it change direction and start going up? Okay, and now form a higher high, because all these are lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. So will it go and form a higher high? The answer we shall know shortly once we understand what's going on here. All right. Okay. So now I'll try and focus there so that we can see what is going on. Okay. So I'll zoom in a little bit and pay attention. So seems like it broke that point. Now it's testing this point here. There is another resistance here. there, and it seems like it wants to go back and retest that resistance over there, which it has right now. So we can wait and see what happens now. At this point, either consolidating or it might break and go up, and that will tell us how to trade. Okay, so remember, support and resistance in scalping is very important. It helps you figure out what's going on. And when we're not sure, we check on a higher time frame. So this is 5 minutes. Okay. So I think I'm going to take some buys right here because it seems like it wants to break off. Oh, and it has formed a double bottom. Interesting. On the right hand side. So it means if it has formed a double bottom, okay, but then I'm taking my trades on a buy because I'm convinced we formed a double bottom on the right hand side, which is this, that one there, and that one there. Then this is the neckline. Okay, so the market will go up about the same size as that neckline. Okay, it's gonna go about that much up to somewhere there. So it means we're gonna be entering buys. So I come back and start on my buys. So from here on, I'll keep changing depending on what's going on in the market. So let me see if we can make a few pips here just to show you how I do it. Okay, and I've already taken a few trades. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set it up so that I can take profit when it reaches the next support resistance zone. So I'm assuming it's going to come here, and I want to maximize my profits. Check all, continue. Okay, all right. Okay, there. So because if there's enough pressure, what will happen is it will come back and retest this high over here. So that's why I've put all my take profits to that point. And then what we do is we sit back and wait. But because it has just broken over this level, it might come down a little bit. Okay. The typical thing that the market does, it would come down a little bit. Okay, it has broken here, might come there like that, and then proceed. Okay. So let's wait and see what it does. So other than that, then usually it's just a matter of waiting. So what we normally do is we mark the next support and next resistance zone, and we ask ourselves, what will the market do when it gets there? All right. So yes, we have just broken one zone here. Okay, and now it's coming back to retest it, like we said. Yep, it's coming back, and it's there now. It's coming down. Okay, so like I said, it comes back and then retest and then goes like that. So ideally, this is a place we should be entering. Okay, I should be taking trades from here. I took them before because it was more of a breakout move. Okay, which after a while will almost be intuitive. And that wick over there is a good sign. It's just saying that there is pressure from the bottom from the buyers. Okay, so the sellers are being pushed up. So on the 5-minute, as you can see, it's a W, but a funny slanted W. So we just say it is a double bottom, okay, because of the one leg W there, one leg W there, then there's a neckline there, and then the market will go up. So starting to go up a little bit. Okay, let's wait and see. So ideally, I take 2 pips when the market is slow like this. I do 2 pips. When the market is moving a little faster, then I normally increase it to 5 pips. So generally, okay, now we've already done 17 pips. It's going up, and I'm shooting for that point over here. So let's see whether it will hit our point. Okay. Almost. Almost. Then when it gets to that point and we take profit, then we ask ourselves, then what next? What is the market trying to do? Yes, we believe that it has formed a double bottom, hence it's going up, okay? But it can change its mind anytime. So it's good to pause and wait and see what the market will do. And that's why price action is very powerful. You actually trade as the market moves, in whatever direction. All right. It's playing there for a while. Okay, you can take a few. Oh yeah, took a few profits. Every time it comes down and takes profit, then I take a few more. When it goes up, takes profit, I take a few more trades because I have a goal, I have a target. Let's wait and see what it does. So there's a lot of heavy resistance over there. Okay, I'm gonna pause the video so it doesn't get too long, and then I will give you an update. Okay, brothers and sisters, I was trying to make sure this video is under 20 minutes. As you can see, it's turned back. Okay? It's now trying to come back here. But I have to be patient. It keeps going down and up, down and up. But on the 5-minute, still doing the up and down thing. So we're hoping that it comes up and takes profit over here. Even though we are starting to see the wicks, which is an interesting sign. It means there might be a lot of pressure from the sellers. But we will see what happens. So again, pause the record. Okay, brothers and sisters, okay, I was hoping to make sure the video is very small and the market is just about to take the trades, the profits that we had set up, and there it is. Okay, took about I don't even know how many pips that was, but you see, it actually broke out. It was more of a breakout trade. So quickly, I'll go give you an overview of what happened. Okay, there. So it went up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, and then eventually it broke out and it went up. So we know that it's trying to go back and meet on the right hand side. As you can see, it's a W now. Okay, so if somebody had set up their strategy, so this was the neck, okay, and what you would do then is you'd set your take profit to be the same as the length of the neck, which is from here all the way up there. So as it comes down here again, it's time to enter again. It's coming back to retest this, okay, and then you will enter as you go up. But because I was hoping to make this video less than 20 minutes, unfortunately it's not. I think we will stop here so that I can keep this as a recording. Okay, so for those who are trading it, then they should probably look for it to go all the way up, maybe up to here or even more. Okay. But for now, I will pause the video and wait for questions. Okay.